Hey, what's up guys, Neroku here. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you remember, about a week ago, I posted a video talking about how Ark Survival Evolved is like ruined or whatever. So pretty much what happened, just to sum it up, you guys probably already know about this, but HOD Gaming, he's a popular YouTuber, he plays Ark Survival Evolved, he got globally banned from Ark, and it was because he was showing everyone, the developers, just everyone in general, how to mesh so that they can fix it. He wanted these developers to finally fix their game, but instead of fixing the game, they decided to ban him on all platforms globally. It was horrible. A ton of YouTubers made a video about it, I did too, and I was saying how it was ruining the game. Well, today it looks like they're finally trying to revive their game, guys. It's the exact opposite. So I have some good news for you today. We have some updates, we have just a ton of stuff, a console patch, new servers coming out, so many new things. So anyways, going off of HOD Gaming and how he got banned, the developers, they didn't initially make any changes to the game. They didn't really do anything about undermeshing, except announce that they were going to be working on it. Well, it looks like we have a new updated statement from these developers talking about it. Undermeshing concerns. Last week, it was made very clear by the community that meshing remains a critical issue in Ark. Without going into extreme technical detail, it is complicated to show our internal efforts to combat meshing, which is something we have continually been working on. Since it's been a hot topic, Ark developers have been more vocal on social media about ways we've tried to detect and circumvent those who do mesh. Blah 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 blah, they keep going on telling us things we already know, but let's see what they said. Finally, a couple of statements regarding this. We'll make an effort at being more transparent about what we're doing in regards to preventing undermeshing, partly by calling them out in the patch notes going forward. So first, that's pretty good. I guess now they're going to be telling us what they're actually doing to prevent undermeshing, because they never really talked about it before. They just, spit it out at us. They kind of just hit it, and then when we asked, are you doing anything about undermeshing, they'd be like, yes we are, but they wouldn't give us any details. So it looks like maybe they're going to be giving us some details finally. And they also said, we are actively seeking out people who use mesh exploits and banning them. The only people I see you guys banning is HOD Gaming. I'm just kidding. They unbanned them. But this is really good, guys. I'm glad that they're finally cracking down on these people. They said that they did it before. There weren't many people banned except big YouTubers, to be honest. But it looks like now they're finally cracking down on everyone, so that's really good. But the last statement here about undermeshing, as you might imagine, crafting a solution that handles all cases of meshing on all of our maps is very challenging. Beyond fixing the sources of meshing, we're continually refining the methods we use to detect players under the mesh. So once again, to summarize everything else that they said in here, they said that they are continuously working on new methods and they're trying to figure it out. Pretty much what they're saying is they're just still working on undermeshing. They're discovering new ways and they're just trying to crack down on all these players. So we didn't get many in-depth details here, no specifics about how they're going to do it. They're just saying that they are aware of it and they're finally going to work on undermeshing. So with that out of the way, let's look at the brand new servers that are going to be coming to Ark Survival Evolved. So as I said in a previous video, I'm not sure if these are going to do well or not. They could do well, or they could be a flop once again, but Classic PvP, it begins tomorrow, and I'm going to be uploading this video on the day that Classic PvP is released. It's coming out on PC, but anyways, let's read what they have to say here. Last week, in conjunction to Snail Games, we announced a new game mode called Classic PvP. This is an exciting, large team competitive experience for Ark. As a studio, we want to explore fun, new ideas, and believe a large group PvP has a lot of undiscovered potential. So right now, at the moment in Ark Survival Evolved, they have servers where, you can have a lot of players per tribe. The tribe limit is really large though, so I guess 25 players isn't too large. It's not too small. It's kind of good, but at the same time, it's not the best for all the players in Ark Survival Evolved right now. Because for the most part, when you play Ark Survival Evolved, you just play with your friends. You're not really playing with 25 really close friends, you have a small group of people that you play with. So that's why I feel like Classic PvP, it's not going to be the best for trust, I guess, because you're going to have a lot of random players in your tribe. But I mean, at the same time, it will be really fun, and I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. It could be really good. I mean, it depends on how they made it. it looks like 25 players per tribe, and at the same time they're disabling Gigas and Quetzals and a lot of the bigger tames. So it's going to be really PvP focused, a lot of action going on, a lot of raiding, and at the same time they're clustering off groups of servers. So on screen now I'm going to have a screenshot of the whole classic PvP breakdown. I've already went over it in another video, so I don't want to like repeat everything, but the main thing is that there's going to be the 4 servers that are clustered off, like I said, and each of these servers, one is going to be the island, one scorched, one Ragnarok, and one the center. So like I said in my last video, I think it's pretty interesting because now instead of having like a ton of servers, it's going to be clustered off. Plus there's no extinction, there's no aberration, so that is really good. Oh god, extinction ruins the game, guys. It ruins PvP, and because this is really PvP oriented and is focused around that, if they don't have good PvP settings, it's not going to work out. And because they disabled the Giga and the Quetzal, I think it's going to be much more balanced, a lot of hand-to-hand combat, and at the same time, they're not going to have like Managarmas coming over and Snow Owls and just broken PvP creatures coming over from extinction. Now everything's going to be focused on the main core game. And something interesting I found out about classic PvP is that instead of just like throwing it out there and seeing what the community says like in forums and stuff, now they're going to be actively seeking out tribes and tribe leaders to be representatives in a new type of broadcasted competitive classic PvP event. That is huge, guys. Like, they're actually getting the community involved like right alongside them now. So they're gonna get big leaders. If you're like part of an alpha tribe on classic PvP and you're the leader, it looks like they're gonna be recruiting you guys, and they're gonna be I guess broadcasting an event. So that sounds really interesting. It also says that these representatives, they're gonna be sponsored, so they have to make sure that their tribe is clean, they play fair, there's no meshing, no cheating, and all that. And by doing so, they'll be playing a significant role in expanding ARK's competitive PvP gameplay. And they're also going to be helping the developers shape the future of large group PvP. So it looks like they're getting the community very involved in this game mode. Hopefully it isn't a flop, and actually a lot of players, you know, try this out and stuff. They're only adding it to PC at the moment. Hopefully it comes out on console, but they'll probably roll it out on console if it does really well on Steam and PC. But if you guys want to know what time is this being released today, well, it's most likely going to be released whenever you're seeing this video. So if you're seeing this video, go ahead, update your game, and you will be good. So that is pretty much it for ARK Survival Classic PvP. So now let's check out the new console patch that was just released yesterday. So for the upcoming console patch, Xbox and PS4 will both be receiving a patch to fix number of issues tomorrow at 10 AM PST, so it's already going to be out, like I said, right now when you're watching this video. The update versions for these patches is Xbox, blah blah blah, no one cares. Anyways, so now looking down here, Homestead, they did a lot of different updates to this, and actually all of this stuff right here I already went over in a previous video. I went in depth, so I'm not going to go over everything in detail here, but pretty much to sum it up, for the Homestead update, they're going to fix all the little glitches and stuff that the community has given them for feedback. They're also doing some changes to the kibble, some dedicated storage issues. They also did some issues to the Primitive Plus. I know there were a lot of issues with this once Homestead was released. The Managarmas, now they're kind of balancing them out on PvP a little bit more. And then there's a bunch of other things in here. If you guys want to go through and pause the video, read all of this, you are welcome to. But the biggest points in here are just that they're trying to fix all these little errors and glitches on console, which is good. They released this update for the PC about a week or two ago, so it's finally coming out on Xbox, which is good. So now the last thing of today's video is the code of conduct changes. So you're probably thinking, why does this even matter? Well, I'll tell you why it matters. They're finally cracking down on all the cheaters and just bad things about ARK Survival, and the code of conduct is very important in this. So they said that the enforcement team is back again with another important notice regarding the code of conduct. We would like to make official players aware of the following revisions. So to small tribes, they added in the ability to build bases together in order to provide mutual defenses. So I'm guessing this is with allies. That's the only thing that it could mean. They also did some modifications to the tribes, and when you're raiding people, they also got rid of some things in small tribes. Nothing really big, just some things with the tames and some of the players, along with some bosses. And they also did some modifications to the PvE servers. If you guys want to pause the video and look at all those modifications, you can. But pretty much this code of conduct, they're just changing a few different things. Hopefully they will add in some new undermeshing code of conducts or something like that. I know they already have a lot in place, but maybe they can make it more enforceable forced a little bit. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's community crunch. I went over almost everything except one thing at the very bottom, and that is the Ark Excellent Adventure number 4. So there's a lot of things coming in here. I'm not going to go over everything, but I'll go over the Ark Excellent Adventure number 4 in a couple of days, and hopefully you guys will stick around for that video. So if you're new, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully soon. Peace.